Sandeep from RevAtlas and welcome back to yet another video, and today we are doing the review of the OPPO Enco M31 earphone. These are Bluetooth earphones and come at a price point of Rs 1999, which is the same price as the OnePlus Bullets Wireless Z as well. In this video we're going to be taking a look at what's good, what's bad, and letting you know whether this is worth buying or not. Now before we get this started, please do make sure to hit the subscribe button and also turn on notifications for more videos like this. Now let's begin the video. So let's start by talking about the basic design itself. These come with a neck band that is actually highly flexible and is quite light in terms of weight. So I normally am not a fan of neckband designs, particularly because of the band itself that weighs in quite a bit, and after long durations of listening it generally tends to affect my neck or the lower part of my neck or upper part of my spine, and as a result I don't like them. But these, considering that it's really light and this is really flexible, I didn't really feel like it was there on my neck or weighing me down. So even for extended durations of time I had no issue in terms of actually using it. It didn't really hit me all that much in terms of the weight, and this is just 22 grams overall. That way when you look at it, this is really impressive, and let's just test it out in person to see whether this is actually the same weight that OPPO quotes or whether it's actually a bit heavier. So this is a kitchen scale, it's been calibrated, so let's just see. And there you go, it's 21 grams, 22 is what they quote, more or less the same, and of course some minute changes might happen here or there, and yeah, as you can see it's tilting a bit towards 22 and back to 21, but overall very lightweight and definitely not noticeable. So although the form factor is not entirely similar to a truly wireless earphone, it is more or less practically the same, considering that you get the benefits of a truly wireless earphone, which is the lightweight design as well as the comfortable fit over a long period of time. Now these have a sort of similar design in terms of the earphone itself compared to the OPPO Enco W31 that we reviewed yesterday on our channel. The main difference here is the fact that this actually has wires attached to both ends. Other than that is the same, and on the other one you got stems basically, but it fits well in your ear. The isolation is excellent and it's comfortable like I mentioned. The touch controls are not there on the stem like the W31, but what you get are controls on the left portion of the neckband itself. This also houses the USB Type-C connector. So I'll just demonstrate the functionality right now. So what has happened is, since these are magnetic, what happens is once you close them it automatically goes to power saving mode, and once you open them you'll notice that it connects to the phone right here, which is the Meet and 5G smartphone. So now that it's connected, all you need to do is basically press the power button and it'll start playing. You press it again, it'll start to pause, and you can double click if you want to actually change the mode between balance mode and base mode, which we shall talk about very soon, and a triple click also brings up the assistant itself. Now what you can also do is change tracks. So if you press the volume up and keep it, it'll go to the next track, while what you can also do is, say you're in between a track and you want to restart the track, you can just press volume down and hold it and it'll restart the track as well. So those are the simple controls, and you can also pause the thing by just clipping these two together. These are magnetic, and apart from actually pausing the music and disconnecting it and saving power, this will also help to prevent the neckband from actually falling off of you. And unlike TWS earphones, you don't need to store it separately, you can leave it around your neck itself. Now in terms of the battery life, they quote up to 12 hours. In our personal experience we got 7 to 8 hours easily on a single charge, and then again it was not really like it was low on battery, and you also get 3 hours worth of usage using LDAC if you charge for just 10 minutes over the USB Type-C port. Now this also supports This also has IPX5 rating, so it should be good enough even for those active people out there, and I think this is a better sort of form factor, especially for active people, considering you don't have to worry about it falling off, or even if it does fall off, it's still around your neck and not actually on the ground, and you don't have to stop your run or whatever activity it is in order to actually get the buds again. So there's an 88 mAh battery like I mentioned, and that's the battery life we got. Now coming to the main selling point of these earphones, which is the audio quality itself. Now this is something that is priced at Rs 2000 practically, but the audio quality that you get from this is close to 10,000 or even more, dare I say, in terms of how good the audio quality is. The sound stage is excellent, The dynamic response is great. You get excellent sort of bass in the balance mode itself, but if you want that extra kick, extra punch, which already is incredible in the balance mode, you can actually enable bass mode, and it's incredibly loud. And the 9.2mm drivers, I don't know how they've actually done it. I mean, I've seen drivers being larger than this but still not have the same kind of punch like these do. So even in the bass mode, the good thing is it does not drown out all the additional stuff like vocals, etc. So this is a very, very refined earphone in terms of the sound reproduction, and you can use it both in regular mode or LDAC mode as well. And while even from streaming services like YouTube Music or Apple Music, etc., you'll notice a difference in quality. The quality difference is negligible compared to if you use lossless files, for example. So you'll still notice a difference, but it's smaller, and its true potential will come out when you use files which are lossless in terms of the overall quality. So you can use that locally, you can use that through services such as Tidal, and that will give you the true benefit of these earphones. Other than that, these have been spectacularly good even for calling. The party at the other end said that they could definitely hear me without any issues, without much distortion in the background, but they of course did know that I was using a earphone and not really using the phone itself. But that's still fine considering that the overall quality is good, and unless you make that switch in terms of the call, in between the call, they won't really know all that much whether you're using a earpiece or not. So in terms of overall latency as well, these are excellent, and I would actually suggest turning off LDAC when you're gaming so that you get even better latency, or rather lower latency for gaming purposes. But I was able to play PUBG or just about any other game without facing much delay in the audio itself. In terms of the wireless range, this has Bluetooth 5.0 and a 10-meter range is what they quote, but I actually got better range than say most of the other 90% of the other wearables in terms of actually being able to listen to my music when I kept my phone in one room and I went to even the corners of the house itself. So it's a bit better than most others in terms of the range, and even in terms of latency is really good. One thing I didn't like is the fact that these controls are actually on the neckband and on the left portion. I would have actually liked to have it maybe along these sort of wires somewhere there, makes it a bit easier to reach, but around your neck is a bit more difficult to reach. That's one sort of feedback that I would like to give. So while this does eliminate the extra weight on your ears and prevents it from weighing down on your ears, it still does feel a bit cumbersome to actually press on the neckband itself. But other than that, I can't say that there is any other earphone in this price range which gives you as much value for money. And to quote Arshad from Mr. Phone, he said this is criminally underpriced, and that is very, 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 very true. If you're looking for an earphone which is wireless and want the best of best quality, then there is no other option in the market right now other than the Enco M31, even at a price point of around 8,000 rupees. So that's it for this video, guys. If you also manage to get this as a refurbished model, I've seen some people get it for around 900 rupees, which is insane value for money. So if you get it in that sort of offer, then it becomes even more lucrative deal. But I will leave a purchase link in the description below. And if you're looking for sound quality, I would say this is better than even the Enco W31 we did earlier. But if you're looking for practicality and having a no wire sort of design, then the W31 will take the first sort of place. But other than that, if you have any questions, do let us know in the comment section below. Oh, and also before I forget, I haven't tested the OnePlus Bullets Wireless Z, but from what I hear, this is even better than that as well. Although the looks are kind of better on that, I would still go for the Enco M31. And if you don't like the black color version, go for the green one, which I also kind of prefer. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you again in the next one.